video is all about Kodaikkanal. But let's talk about something that happened before we even reached there.
This is my 13th day on the road, I guess. 13th? 13 days since I left my home. 13 or 14. 16th I left my home. Today is 28th. That is 12 days. The ride was supposed to be a week long, but it's already 2 weeks.
From Wayanad, I had to ride through Nadugani Churam, which was as beautiful as always. The traffic was considerably lighter in Nadugani compared to the Tamarsheri Churam, the pass which we took to reach Wayanad.
In Nadugani, the roads are not as wide as that on the Tamarsheri Churam, but it still is really good. Like it's more scenic, I think. Now we are at a place called Edakkara and witnessing this beautiful sunset. Wow!
It was getting dark when we reached Nilambur. So Shahid, one of the resort owners I climbed the hill with, kindly invited me to stay overnight at his house, which also means that I don't have to ride at night. It was a huge relief. The next morning, I wasn't feeling well, probably due to the food from the day before.
Better ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. വേണ്ട, പോവാ, ബൈ. ഞാൻ വിളിക്കാം, ഷായ്ക്കനെ വിളിക്കാം. ബൈ. സോറി കേട്ടോ, അവർക്ക് വിഷമമായി കാണോ? ഉറപ്പാണോ? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വിഷമമായോ?
Even though I needed some much needed rest, fearing it might worsen, I decided to trust my instincts and pressed on.
Cheers. I'm feeling a little dizzy. Not at all feeling good. Not at all feeling good.
Surprisingly, after an hour, I started feeling better. Motorcycle therapy indeed. I explored Palakkad briefly, avoiding an extended stay as my goal was to reach Kodaikkanal before nightfall.
We are entering Tamil Nadu. There you go. Coimbatore is 65, Tirupur 77, Pollachi 22. So we have to go to Pollachi and take a diversion to go to Kodai.
Kodaikkanal, the princess of hills. I wonder why it's called that way though. Like other hill stations, I had to climb smaller hills to reach it, and I saw a beautiful dam in a distance. Family enjoying the view got very excited when they saw my drone flying. And they also showed me an elephant standing by the dam. The name Kodaikkanal means the gift of the forest. Did you know that? I didn't. In Malayalam, Koda means mist and Kanal, well, is canal. So my playful guess was Misty Canal. A very good morning from Kodaikkanal. Now the time is 7:30. I think we are going to see some places in Kodaikkanal. The hotel that we were staying is this Ruby International. I paid 800 for a day here, which is pretty cheap, not bad. It was raining yesterday when I reached here, so I desperately had to find a shelter. So I'm just gonna go to Poombarai. This is where we are going. Akka, Poombarai straight to the Okay, sharing. 3 kilometers. We have to take a right. That's what she told me. The roads are horrible. While we are coming, also, the roads were not as good. So far, it's been a pleasant experience. Let's see. Yeah. The first time I'm coming to Kodaikkanal, can you believe it? It's so close to my place and it's so famous. I've never been to this place. I miss this place almost all the time, right? This time I was not ready to. So I thought, yeah, let's make a visit. This place is noticeably more polluted than Munnar or Wayanad or any other hill station, if you take for example Ooty or any of that, because it's more famous. A lot of tourists come here. I think because of that it's a lot more polluted. There's a plastic cover every 100 meters. Just see that. Can you see that? My rear tire is absolutely toast. It's worn out completely. Not completely, it can run another 500,000 kilometers, but not in conditions like this. I should have changed the tires before the ride. I thought it'll hold up. The roads here are full of bends and turns, many of them blind corners. Thankfully, the helpful signboards along the way reminded me to stay in the right lane. I appreciated the cautionary guidance as I navigated these winding roads. The Poombarai village, do you see that? Wow, that is looking fantastic. Poombarai is a colourful hamlet right by the heart of Palani Hills. It is positioned in a valley, so the panoramic view of the colourful houses can be seen from above. I think painting the houses colourful is a part of Tamil culture. I've seen this in places like Koonur and Ooty. Poombarai is just 20 kilometers away from the Kodaikkanal town. The people of Poombarai follow terraced farming or step farming, primarily cultivating the flavorful and medicinally valued Malai Poondu or hill garlic. I walked around through the lively market of Poombarai for a while. From a distance, the place looked so quiet. It was nothing like it. The children were eagerly waiting for the school bus. Along the roadside, there were vendors were selling various goods. It must have been produced from the nearby farming villages. It looked so fresh. And I just couldn't resist trying the jackfruit.
ഇല്ല അത് പോതുങ്ങ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ചക്കപ്പഴം കഴിക്കുകയാണ്. എൻ്റെ അമ്മോ ഇതൊരു ടേസ്റ്റാണ് മാൻ. ഓ அண்ணா கூக்கால் எப்படி போனோம்? கூக்கால்
உங்களுக்கு ரோடு சரி
பரவாயில்ல. ബാറ്ററി ഔട്ടായതാണോ? What to do? ഇതൊരു ഇറക്കമാണ്. ലെറ്റ്സ് ട്രൈ. കിക്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ടർ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. I kick-started it. Now turned down. I don't know how long. There's something wrong with the battery, I guess. I have no idea. I think I'll do one thing. I'll go back to Kodaikkanal and recharge the battery from there. I'm sure that will take some time, but glad this thing has got the Kickstarter, man. Oof. Glad I'm not on my Himalayan. Oh, that would have been disastrous. I might have to tow my bike back to Kodaikkanal, but there is no Kickstarter on that. I have to be extra cautious because I don't want to cause any damage to the camera. That's the last thing I want to do. Now I think I have to go to Poombarai village, and the roads are absolutely spectacular. Oh, started back again. Charge in the battery. Wow, look at the clouds, the fog, man. Look at it. This Poombarai. Let's go to the Poombarai village. Yeah, I'm a little hungry as well. I just had that chakka. That is the only thing that I had.
Tucked away in the heart of Kodaikkanal's lush terrain, you'll find the charming hamlet of Poombarai, a picturesque farming community. During my exploration, I also had the chance to visit another village called Polur, sharing the same agricultural essence. Villages such as this serve as hubs where the harvest of labor converge before making their way to larger towns like Poombarai. Some products find their way to local markets while others go to distant locations. However, beneath all this beauty lies a reality. The living conditions in these villages, particularly in Polur, the houses I saw, they were very small, set in unhygienic surroundings, and when asked, they told me that it had only one room, a space shared by 4 or 5 people.
முறி எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? ரூம் ஒரே ஒரு ரூம் தானே?
Also, accessing basic amenities like hospitals is especially tough for them. They often have to travel all the way to Poombarai for these services. Despite all of these difficulties that they face, everyone I met wore a big smile. Another popular spot is the sheep farm, an open grassland where you can see sheep grazing. I enjoyed the view for a while. As it started drizzling, I had to head back. Before wrapping up the day and return to Kodai town, I took a short trail and reached the top of a small hill. To capture the essence of Kodai town, I took a ride around the lake on a chilly morning the next day. The lake appears to be so serene and calm. Good morning from Kodaikkanal. This is the second day in Kodaikkanal. Today I'll be leaving from here, and it's nice to be here in the morning, man. This whole town is built around this lake right here. If you don't want to go to Pundi and all of these places, like a little far from here, if you don't have a vehicle or something like that, you can stay at this place. You can stay in Kodaikkanal and go see some of the places nearby, like the pine forest. There are a lot of parks here. You can come here. There are a lot of lakes here. You have boating if you want to do that. If you want to cycle around, there are cycles available, bicycles available for you to rent out, and there's all sorts of things going on here. I'll be leaving from here at around 10 o'clock, and I'll be going back home. And on the way there is one more place called Meghamalai, which I haven't been. I will try to go there also if possible, and stay there for a day or so. Yeah.
That after 2 kilometers, if you take a diversion to the right, you can go to Meghamalai via Periyakulam.
This road was incredibly secluded, permitting only motorcycles. Like, it doesn't even appear on Google Maps for some reason, but it serves as a shortcut, significantly reducing both time and distance for a quicker descent down the hills.
Bigger. We stopped here to have our breakfast. Let's move to Meghamalai. I'm at this Meghamalai gate, and they asked me to leave my camera gear and my drone here and go inside, which is not at all happening. I'm not leaving my drone and my camera with them. These are all expensive stuff, right? Like, I don't know whether they'll keep it safe or not. So I'm going back home. We've just cancelled the plan of going to Meghamalai and going back.
Not long after that, I got back in Kerala and reached home by night. It was one of the most memorable rides that I took up. Each of these journeys deepened my love for travel and filmmaking. I waited on for the next one with much anticipation.